on the Department of Assessment and Evaluation, headed by the regional specialist, Dr. Samuel Sampson himself. And some people just see me walking. Well, hi to all agents out there who were still on live. Thank you very much. I am Dr. Samuel Sampson, going to give a 3-minute presentation on the department and some highlights that we are embarking on in CEP. First of all, what do? I am the regional specialist for assessment and evaluation, and I've been predominantly occupied with the surveys that the agents conduct. And we are no longer sending our surveys to Paul, Pope, and AgriLife. They are all handled in-house. And so far, thank you. The total number of surveys received and analyzed, I did it by quarter. The first quarter from January to March was approximately 212. And the second quarter was tremendous. From April to June, we had 2,406 surveys. July to September, 2,185 surveys. And the fourth quarter, which began in October and is continuing, we have so far 950 surveys. So these surveys come into our department, we process them, we do the report and send them back out to the agents and the specialists. So overall, for this year so far, we have processed 5,753 surveys. Where did they come from? And when I did a frequency on the counties that the agent sent me, we saw from Austin to Bell, to Bear, Brazos, Cameron, Cass, Dallas, El Paso, Falls, Fort Bend, Grimes, Harris headquarters here, Hidalgo County, Jefferson, Maverick, Potter, Travis, Wharton, Willacy. So if you are not on the list, well, I haven't received a survey from you as yet. But this is where the surveys come from. And what did we survey? We've had all the programs you can think about. And someone mentioned this morning, the Ag Day on the Hill, Common Measures, Adult Obesity, Agriculture Literacy, Art of the Startup, the Bid Academy, Boys and Girls Club from Velasco, Rush and Forage recently, the Eat Smart, Live Strong program, the Eden, Eisenhower Summer Camp, Financial Literacy, Food Handler Certificate, Healing Wonders of Herbs, Homeowners Survey, Live Well, Eat Well and Be Active with Diabetes, the STEM Career in Agriculture, Taste of Latin American Heritage, Weight Management, Wild and Willacy Youth Ag Day, Women in Agriculture, Youth Entrepreneurship. So the good thing about our department is that we see all that's going on, at least what's reported. We get the numbers and we can reply to the agents and the counties on what they're doing. And we're going to take it a step further in highlighting the impact that we are making. So these are some of the programs that come to our department. So in addition to analyzing surveys, we provide consultations, survey design, survey distribution, services to research. We are working with Dr. Myers on the food security program, the feasibility study. He's trying to find out what is the demand for students to enroll in the program. So we are working with him on that. Under academics, we work with Dr. Eswick on the study abroad program, analyzing that program and the students' feedback. And we are doing a strategic plan assessment for Dr. Adu. He has an instrument that we are going to pilot to send out to his people, to his clientele, to see what information they have and what are their perceptions and what are their suggestions for strategic planning for academics. Under extension, in addition to the surveys, we work with the Limited English Proficiency, the LP plan, and we are working on doing an instrument to measure it, to find out what's needed in the counties. And overall for the college, we work with the plan of work, we work with the executive summaries, and we're currently working with the strategic plan. Future endeavors. We want to use established databases to research critical issues such as poverty reduction, disaster mitigation, and chronic diseases. And some of these databases are what you have recently seen, the ICPSR that we use at College Station to collect data and analyze it. So in addition to analyzing surveys, we will be looking at the current databases that exist even in the metropolitan Houston to see what data there is on health disparities, water. And finally, we'll be conducting training in data analysis and impact reporting to the specialists and the agents. So that's just some of the things that we are doing here in the Department of Assessment and Evaluation. And the future. This slide shows a link and a QR code to the far right. To the left, you see the Qualtrics sign and the headline that says Corporate Extension Program Headquarters Staff Monthly Report. There is a report piloted by Dr. Williams that's placed in the system right now for the specialists, and I do believe the program leaders. Who do you put it? For smartphone, you can scan the QR code, and it opens up a questionnaire. And this is what the questionnaire, the first sheet looks like. It says Corporate Extension Program Headquarters Staff Monthly Report. Please use this brief form to submit your monthly report. Thank you. Are you an administrator, program leader, or program specialist? So you will select the appropriate circle, and once you do, it sends you through a whole host of questions, and you submit the data. And the good thing about this, it is secure. It does not come to me, it does not go anywhere else. It goes directly to Dr. Williams and your program leader, if you so wish. So the program leaders, once they're finished and they click submit, it goes directly to Dr. Williams. So she's the only one that can see the confidential information. And I will send a copy of this to everyone, so you have the link and the QR code if you want to. Yes, I'll add the health coordinator to that list. And I may also add the specialist for assessment and evaluation to that list. Well, the reason why we need a specific, because the option is one will go to your direct supervisor and also to Dr. Williams. So if you're a health coordinator and you have a direct supervisor, we'll go to that person and also finally to Dr. Williams. I know, that's it. I didn't want to go through each page, but this is the direct link to the Qualtrics survey. It should take no more than 20 minutes to do it, and it's very easy to submit. Are there any questions or concerns or even suggestions? Let's try, Dr. White. OMG. It works, Dr. White? Yes. So are you an administrator? Let's select program leader. Oh no, let's select. Oh no, that's it. Yeah. So I'm going, this is the first thing you'll see. And then let's say I select program specialist. Boom, this is the next page. And it says, please select your name, help. Yes. You can add that disclaimer, Dr. One. Hold on, hold on. Okay, you can do that. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Good. Thank you. So once we get on the second page, we have previously kicked specialists. So we have the list of all the specialists. So the drop-down list makes it much quickly for you to go through the survey instead of you having to type your name. Yes. So who are we going to click on? Uh-huh. So once you click on your name, you give an update, whatever updates you want, or if there's no update, say no update. Then we go on to the next question. Thank you. I was hoping you recognized that. So, Ms. Ross is a member of Community and Economic Development. No, yeah. And you, thanks. You can give some updates that you went to visit some county in a 15 passenger van and you all in the back and felt all the bumps. You can do that right here. And the next question is, how many counties did you visit this month? And I presume there were three, Ms. Ross. I'm missing one. Okay. And you may also list that you visited some counties online. You had some Zoom meetings. You can also list that also. Were you a co-PI for grant submitted this month? Yes. So then there's it. If you said no, we'll skip this part, but I wanted to show you yes. It will ask you for the name of the grant and the amount. So that's the data that we will need um, to, to actually assess your performance. Did you compete? Did you complete any professional development training this month? Yes. So list the conference in which you participated, da, 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 da. If there was no, then this block would not have appeared. Did you use any grant funds to implement any current programs? Yes. And once we click the arrow, it should ask us, could we list those? If yes, identify the source of funding, et cetera, et cetera. What did you do to support the college, the university, other entities, examples served in a committee, special projects or assignments? You can add those information right here. What were the progress updates of the goals you set during the performance evaluation? So if you remember when you sat with your supervisor and had set any goals, did you make any progress? Did you complete all your goals that you set? What were the progress updates? And click below to find and upload any supporting documents. For example, if you did the Bid Academy and some folks came and they brought you some certificates or some information that they applied for a loan and you get a copy, you can upload these right here. Yes, you can. You can, but I prefer you put that in the next month's evaluation of what you have done, because you might say, okay, this is upcoming, but it got canceled for some reason or the other, and we have an event that didn't take place. And we thank you for the time spent taking the survey. Your responses has been recorded. And that's the survey. And like I said, it will go to your supervisor and to Dr. Williams on a monthly basis. They're the only ones that will see your information and goes towards your, I do believe, your performance evaluations, your impact statements, and what we are doing in the county. Any questions? Sabrina?
They do national. They do they do webinars every month. Do you want to be tedious like that? Should we list them every month? Something because they're just small. Okay. Okay.
Yes, Jimmy.
I have a question and then some suggestions as well. So on the question, does this time out if you working on it, you get a phone call, you get pulled away for whatever reason, does it delete?
I don't think so because I've been working with Qualtrics and been drawn away and it was still active. So I don't think it times out. If it does, once you go back in, it will take you to the place where you left off.
Okay, and that's another that was a follow up to have a save as draft type deal. But if it already automatically saves, then that addresses that issue. But if not, that would be a good convenient way for some of us who just kind of want to, oh, I did this, let me enter this in now, before it's time to submit this
Yes, it
at the end of
saves
the month.
until you, even if you submit it and you want to go back and make changes, you have the opportunity to do that.
Okay. And then, well, the suggestion would be to have a date to be able to put a date there because I didn't see that in here. And then once it's submitted and sent off, that we get a copy in our email to confirm that it's been submitted and that we can see what we've actually reported ourselves. Um,
Suggestion taken.
and then yeah, so those were the main issues I had.
Okay. Thank you.
I do have a question, Dr. Williams. I guess it would be for you. My question is I'm just reporting on what I'm doing or what the team is doing. FNAP as a team. Okay.
Talia, you had a question?
Programmatic updates. Is that if we is it just limited to a certain amount of characters, or if we have more to say one month than another, is it
Now I've
as long as we
increased the
want to
size
use
to
it?
multi-line, so it's really huge. If you
Okay.
have a problem describing what you do, if you run out of space, let me know. I'll increase it.
Bullet points.
Joyce, you haven't asked a question yet. I can't hear you. Read it in the mic.
I said I don't have a question. You're explaining everything so well. Thank you.
Thanks for the flattery, Joyce. Thank you all very much. Thank you all. So if there are no other questions, you're adjourned. You're free to go. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow.